Dort! I love Lu Dort, and I thank you for voting for him to be our topic for today's video because Dort is better than you might realize. As an undrafted rookie, Luguentz Dort earned a reputation as a James Harden stopper during OKC's bubble playoff series against the Rockets. He's a speedy 6'3" defender, so he can handle sudden moves from Harden, and he's built like an NFL linebacker, so he's stout enough to battle bigger guys on drives. Dort is one of the NBA's best defenders. Questions have just revolved around his offense. He hit less than 30% of his threes last season, then clanked 37 of his 50 attempts in the playoffs. This season is different though because Dort is scoring, not only as a three-point shooter, but also by creating his own shot off the dribble. On today's episode of The Void, let's get into Dort's development on offense and his untapped upside that could allow him to be known as much more than just a defensive stopper. Dort is beginning to dispel the notion that he's a non-shooter defenses can ignore by hitting over 35% of his threes this season. And yeah, it's a small sample, and sustaining success for multiple seasons in a row is what we're gonna have to see to prove Dort's progress is for real. But there are subtle indicators that suggest that it is. Most notably, Dort's jumper is just more consistent this season. He launches near the top of his release, whereas in the past, he'd sometimes let go on the way down, which can hurt percentages. Also, free throw percentage historically serves as a strong indicator for future three-point shooting percentage, and at 79% from the line in his NBA career, he's in the above average range. If he can be around an average 37% three-point shooter, that's enough for defenses to respect him. And if defenders respect Dort's jumper, that opens up driving lanes. Watch this play with me. Woo! Ooh, he's got the herky-jerky moves, the slick footwork, the circus finish. Man, one-dimensional defensive stoppers don't make layups like that. And now he can use pump fakes to create space and make teams pay with the dribble. Here's the thing though. Dort has always been a fluid ball handler. This is old news. We saw this in college. We saw it in the bubble, and we're seeing it again this season. He's just a more refined, matured, sophisticated player. To best understand Dort's development offensively, let's back up for a minute to his time at Arizona State. Here's what I wrote about him in my 2019 NBA Draft Guide scouting report. He drives the ball into crowds in the paint like he's a moth flying toward light. His decision-making and shot selection are usually infuriating. Like a moth flying toward light? Did I really write that? $1 million moves and 10-cent finishes at the rim are common. He rarely uses his left hand and has average touch. All of this can be tossed away. It's not true anymore because Dort got better. Dort now uses his left hand around the rim far more often, and he's hitting crafty shots we didn't see quite as much of in the past. He plays a more patient game. Watch here how he calmly takes a side dribble to let the defender fly by, then unleashes a euro to score with his left hand inside. Dort still makes an occasional silly turnover or forces a pass into traffic, but in college, poor decisions happen every game. In the NBA, he has a positive assist to turnover ratio. He's always been able to break ankles with his dribble, but now he's making better decisions on the attack. He's always been able to deliver accurate passes, but now he's looking for those open teammates. Since the Thunder are in a rebuilding phase, they're able to give Dort more reps handling the ball and creating for others than they did last season. Dort is bringing the ball up the court more often, and he has run more pick and rolls than he did as a rookie. Check out the nice finish here with Gobert lurking. Dort also has the freedom to take an occasional pull-up three or even some mid-range pull-ups. How much will scoring be a key area of Dort's game in the future? Well, time will tell. He's still raw. He's shooting under 60% in the restricted area. He still needs to add a more reliable floater in the paint, and he needs to prove over the course of time that his jumper is for real. But Dort is only in his second season, and he turns only 22 years old in 2021. He's a young player who's already one of the NBA's best wing defenders, and he's showing a foundation for long-term success with the upside to be someone his team can give the ball to for him to make a play. OKC's head coach Mark Daignault recently said Dort's maturity and professionalism is off the charts, and his improvement as a player transcends his shooting. I agree. He's improved in far more ways than just as a shooter, and that's why I'm buying stock in Lu Dort. The Thunder may not be winning a ton of games now, but they have a bona fide winning player in Dort. And if you're James Harden, watch out. Dort isn't going anywhere. Thank you so much for watching this week's episode of The Void. Please comment below or hit me up on social media because I want to know, what do you think about Lu Dort and what video topics would you like me to cover in the future? Big thank you to Dylan Berkey and Sean Yu and our entire team for making The Void. Please do us a favor, like this video, share it with your friends who love the NBA, and subscribe to The Ringer. Thank you again for watching. I hope you have a fun day.